Hi everyone, welcome to the Arcade Spawn channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the NuPhy Halo75 keyboard in Ionic White. The Halo75 is a 75% ANSI layout mechanical keyboard. I personally find this to be the perfect size for productivity and gaming as it retains the function row keys, but it leaves plenty of room on your desk for your mouse. I also much prefer the symmetrical look aesthetically, and I don't miss the number pad or additional keys. Anyone who gets into mechanical keyboards will know that it can quickly become an obsession. I'm pretty new to the hobby, but besides this one I've got two EPO Maker boards in my collection. Both of those are black keyboards, so I just really fancied adding a white one. I've admired the NuPhy for quite some time. It's such a looker with its minimal accent keycaps, and the Halo ring light is quite different from the other keyboards in my collection. I ordered directly from the NuPhy website for around £105. The shipping cost to UK seemed a little steep at first, but actually given the international shipping and relatively fast delivery, this was actually acceptable. Additionally, there were no customs charges, so if you're worried about those, you should be absolutely fine. Just bear in mind that there is likely to be a small currency conversion charge from your bank. The board comes in a choice of either the black or the white, and you can choose which switches come pre-installed on the board. I opted for the linear Nightbreeze switches as these are specific to NuPhy and I fancied giving them a whirl. I was originally a tactile fan, but the more gaming I've done on my PC, the more I prefer the linear feel. That's just my preference though, and there are plenty of options to suit your taste on their website. There's also a bunch of accessories such as wrist rests and additional keycaps that are available if you're feeling flush. So in the box you get the main keyboard, instructions and this really cool accessory kit. This pack contains the keycap and switch puller. There's a 1.5 meter USB-C cable, 17 extra keycaps so you can add some extra personalization, which includes the Windows and the Mac dedicated keys for the bottom row, plus there's 7 switches to try out. There's also a clear plastic dust cover which is really handy for keeping your board as muck free as possible. The board has an aluminium frame and it has a really good balanced weight to it. It feels solid and it's not going to shift around on your desk if it gets knocked or you pull the cable. The lower half has a scalloped frame below the Halo edge light which adds a really nice texture and aesthetic. So taking a closer look at the board's features, the keycaps are NuPhy's own COP profile. They're similar to OEM but have a softer rounded edge. They're made of a double shot PBT material, meaning they're more durable and it improves the acoustics too. They feel really comfortable and precise to type on, probably my favourite profile so far. Now whilst we're on the subject of the keycaps, I need to give the spacebar a specific shout out, which I know sounds odd, but honestly it just sounds amazing. Often they can sound echoey and feel wobbly, but NuPhy have included what they refer to as the ghost bar. They've added additional silicone to the spacebar that eliminates the hollow sound, and it is a really satisfying inclusion. It is fantastic, and this acoustic dampening extends throughout the whole keyboard build as it's got various layers of silicone within the unit itself. A key feature of the board is that it is hot swappable. This means you can remove the switches easily and swap them out whenever you like, and they're compatible with both the 3-pin and 5-pin switches. I actually started my mechanical keyboard journey as a tactile fan. They feel really amazing for typing, but I've just gradually shifted over to linears, mostly for gaming. I'm just not keen on the bump that you get in the actuation, so for first person shooters when you're frequently rolling between those directional keys, I just much prefer the smooth sensation you get with the linears. The board features north-facing sockets with the LEDs at the top, which can be great if your keys have shine-through legends, but these don't, but can present issues if you want to use cherry profile keycaps later on. The stabilizers, which are these metal rod fixings under the larger keys, are snap-in, which means they're easy to replace. They come pre-lubed, they feel responsive and they sound nice and quiet. It's important to mention that this keyboard is currently only available in the US ANSI layout, so it can't be picked up in the UK ISO layout. Hopefully something they'll change in future. Connectivity is decent on this board with 3 available modes that can be selected using this selector switch on the back of the board. These are 2.4 GHz wireless using the included dongle, Bluetooth 5.0 and a wired mode. Personally, I always keep my board in the wired mode as it remains planted on the desk and it means I can keep the lights on at all times, plus I really like to use a coil cable for that retro look. But my wireless testing showed no obvious lag and performed well for both typing and gaming, should you prefer a cleaner look. The included battery is 4000 mAh and the specs boast up to 260 hours usage with lights off and between 10.5 to 24 hours with the lights on. The keyboard is compatible with Windows, Mac, iOS and Android, and there's a selector switch for the Windows and the Mac mode located next to the connection mode selector on the back. On the base of the board there are fold-out stands to increase the angle of the board depending on your preferred typing position. These have 2 height positions. It feels very comfortable laying flat on the desk with no wrist rest at all, but NuPhy do have some 2-tone wrist rests designed to complement the look of the Halo75 that might be worth picking up if you prefer using those for keyboard use. One of the key aesthetic design features of this board has to be the implementation of the RGB. Lighting is split into 3 components. Firstly, there's the main backlight, so you can use the shortcut keys to cycle through the pattern, adjust the brightness, and in certain modes you can change the colour. Then there's the power light up in the top corner. Same applies as before in that you can use the shortcut keys to choose between your pattern, colour and the brightness. And then finally, and I think the loveliest of all, is the Halo light. This light circles the entire chassis of the keyboard and it provides a subtle but classy mood light. I usually opt for something subtle like the white or the purple, but with all 3 lighting areas at your disposal, it's so easy to create a classy look that just suits all moods and setups. So with the main features out of the way, let's hear how the board sounds. So there you have it. It looks classy and it sounds fantastic. So would I recommend this keyboard? Absolutely yes, but probably not if this is going to be your first mechanical keyboard and you're looking to learn the ropes. I only say that because NuPhy have got so much right here with its design, unique keycap profile and switches that the temptation for many will simply be to leave it as stock, but that makes total sense given how good it is. So is there anything that could be improved on? Well, NuPhy could certainly do with some ISO layout options and some cheaper UK shipping, so hopefully that's something we might see in future. As for the board itself, south-facing sockets could be a welcome addition to simplify the keycap compatibility side of things, but really I don't have anything notably negative to report, and so far I'm so pleased with it, and it will be my main keyboard for work and gaming for the foreseeable future. So does the NuPhy Halo75 look like something you would add to your setup? Let me know what you think, and if you have any questions just drop them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer. Thanks for watching until the end. I'll catch you in the next one.